Hello my dear students, how are you all? Safe and secure at home, right? Welcome back to you all. Dear students, in my last class I taught you how do we need to combine the two sentences with participles. I also explained you that what is the difference between participle and gerund. What is a participle? If a verb is in the form of V4, it is called present participle. And if ing has an action which is called participle, if the same ing doesn't have any action, and it is called gerund. I explained you last time many examples how we need to combine the two sentences with present participle. If the instruction was given at end of the sentences, and definitely we need to combine the two sentences with present participle, which is ing form. And there are mainly three types of participles are there: present participle, past participle, perfect participle. Well, yes, let me tell you, present participle and is nothing but V1 plus ing, and if you get V4 is nothing but a present participle. If first sentence has a main verb, if sentence has a main verb, if sentence has a main verb, how we need to combine the two sentences? If sentence doesn't have any main verb, how we need to combine the two sentences? That's our topic today, right? And let's get into the first example, how we need to combine the two sentences with the present participle if that sentence has a main verb. Well, yes, the thief broke the window. See, the thief broke the window. He entered into the house. And two sentences are there. These two sentences needs to combine with the present participle. And let me remind you once, in last class I taught you the same topic and how we need to combine the two sentences, and if a sentence has a helping verb or main verb, how we need to do, right? And the thief broke the window, he entered into the house. We need to combine the two sentences with present participle. If the instruction was given present participle at end of the sentence, you should immediately remember ing form. And then many students get a doubt, what is the thing that we need to change that ing form? Many students will get a doubt, and very simple, my dears. Look at the first sentence. In the first sentence, if there is a main verb after the subject, yes, this is the subject, the thief, and after the subject if there is a main verb, how we need to combine the two sentences? Just convert that main verb into V1. What is the V1 for broke? Break. Break is a V1 for broke. Break, broke, broken. So convert this V2 into V1 and try to write ing form for that and combine the two sentences. Yes, breaking the window up to the full stop, or sometimes in this place there will be and. Up to the full stop or at and place, just keep the comma. We need to separate the participle, we need to separate the class, gerund class compulsory. So breaking the window, comma, and replace this pronoun into noun which is there in the first sentence, that is a thief. Breaking the window, the thief entered into the house. Well, see, breaking present participle. Well, and very simple, my dears. And this one I taught you last time, and again I remember you. So very easy. And let me tell you, if a sentence doesn't have any main verb, how we need to combine the two sentences. If there is a main verb, it is okay, very easy. And if there is no main verb after the subject, what might be the situation? How we need to combine the two sentences? If sentence doesn't have main verb, how we need to combine the two sentences? Well, if sentence doesn't have a main verb, how we need to combine the two sentences? Well, let's get into the first example. First example, Purvika is a brilliant girl. Purvika is a brilliant girl. She got the first rank. So we need to combine these two sentences with present participle. If the instruction was given in present participle, you should remember immediately and ing form. Well, and yes, Purvika is a brilliant girl, full stop. She got the first rank. These are the two sentences. These two sentences asked us to combine with present participle. And in last class I taught you, after the subject, if there is a main verb, convert that main verb into ing form. Now what is the situation? So after the subject there is no main verb, but there is a helping verb. Is it possible to change this into ing form? For example, is there. Is it possible to write ing for is, easing? Is there any easing? No easing, no amming, no aring, right? And vice versa, no wasing, no worrying. So in this case, in this kind of cases, and try to remember 5 B forms in English language. There are 5 B forms in English language. They are am, is, are. Am, is, are present B forms, whereas was, are, were are past B forms. Well, B forms, there are 5 B forms in English language mainly, and divided into two types: present B forms, past B forms. And am, is, are called present B forms, whereas was, were are called past B forms. Well, past B forms. As it is a B form, if a sentence came with these B forms, immediately write your answer with, begin your answer with being. Being. What is the answer, my dears? Being. Why we started with the being? As it is B form. Well, as is a B form, write the B and add that into ing form. So as these are not possible to add ing, amming, no easing, no aring. Vice versa, no wasing, no worrying. When this case, so as these are B forms, just add ing to the B, which we will get a new word which is called being. What is the new word here, my dears? Being. Being is a new word. Okay na? Right. If a first sentence doesn't have any main verb after the subject, if first sentence has a helping verb after the subject without any main verb, so try like this. Being compulsory. So the answer is Purvika is a brilliant girl, full stop, she got the first rank. Now the answer is being a brilliant girl. Being a brilliant girl, not easing. Being a brilliant girl. Comma compulsory. If you forgot to keep the comma, then you will be in coma. Well, yes, being a brilliant girl, compulsory, being, as there is no main verb, as it is a B form, so that's why I add ing form for that. Being a brilliant girl, comma, replace this pronoun into name, which is called Purvika. Being a brilliant girl, Purvika got the first rank. Purvika got the first rank. Very simple. See, being compulsory. What are the cases that we need to add being, Nana? Am is or was were. After the subject, if there is am is or was were and compulsory, we need to begin the sentence with being if the question was asked us to combine with present participle. Well, yes, let's get into the one more example. Second one. I am late to the school, full stop. I am late to the school. Present participle. See the two sentences. I am late to the school, full stop. I was punished by the teacher. I am late to the school, full stop. I was punished by the teacher. We need to combine the two sentences with present participle. Well, and first sentence is very important. Either it is in the relative pronoun, either the grammar is in relative pronoun or participles. The first sentence is a very important. There is that clue. Well, and see, after the subject there is no main verb, as it is B form. Am is are called B form, so we must start our answer with aming, right? Do you think aming? Is it possible to write our answer with aming? What might be the answer, think? Being. Very good, high five. Right, yes, being late to the school. Being late to the school. Being late to the school, comma, compulsory. We should separate this sentence with comma. Being late to the school, comma, I was punished by the teacher. Well, see, being late to the school, comma, I was punished by the teacher. Very simple. Well, yes, if there is am is or was were, we need to begin our answer with being compulsory. This is called present participle. I taught you in the two situations, if sentence has a main verb, if sentence doesn't have any main verb. Well,